Greetings, Taurus and Taurus rising. This is your Western forecast for January 2024. There's a major emphasis on Capricorn. Sun, Pluto, Mars, Mercury, Venus will all be moving through the sign of Capricorn, which is an earth sign favorable with Taurus, an earth sign, and Capricorn is 9 signs past Taurus. So there's major emphasis on ninth house activities, and that is traveling, higher education, media, marketing, can also have a lot to do with religion, philosophy, your whole belief system. Now, Jupiter had been retrograde for the last several months, and on December the 30th, Jupiter went direct. Jupiter is that planet of opportunity and promises and abundance. And when it goes direct, it starts to release everything that you've been hoping for and been promised to. Well, Jupiter is in Taurus as it goes through once every 12 years. It went into Taurus last May 2023. It's now just gone direct as we're moving at the beginning of January. Jupiter will remain in Taurus, impacting your sun or rising sign till the end of May 2024. Now, Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the 9th sign of the zodiac. So having this major emphasis of these powerful planets all on the 9th house. The 9th house could also bring in legal matters, but there's a lot of power and drive for protection, especially because of Jupiter. And here's Jupiter in your sign, starting to move forwards, releasing its blessing. And Jupiter's the natural ruler of the 9th house, because all these other planets are in the 9th house. So before I break that down and look to what else is going on this month for you, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can receive the latest postings. And if you go into the description box underneath the video, you'll find a link to go to my website where you can book an astrology reading or inquire about my 2-question offer. All right, let's look to the sun is in Capricorn the first 3 weeks till January the 20th every year. Wherever the sun is shining, that's where our overall attention is being drawn to. Well, being in Capricorn, earth sign positive with Taurus, overall, this is a favorable period for you, putting a spotlight on 9th house matters. And that could be highlighting higher education, teaching, marketing, publishing, traveling. Now, Pluto is in the last degree of Capricorn, and these first 20 days. Then it moves into Aquarius till the end of August, retrograding one last time back into Capricorn, tying up loose ends. End of November 2024, it's back into Aquarius for nearly 20 years. But this January, these first 20 days, transformational compulsive Pluto is in Capricorn in your 9th, and the sun is really emphasizing Pluto. Basically, Pluto is about endings and new beginnings. Pluto is about powerful, obsessive change, and that could all be around maybe deciding to quit school. That could be that letting go, or realizing you need to get that higher degree, or do an online business or online marketing. That's the 9th house of media, marketing, and publishing. And with that Pluto, there's this major push. Now, the new moon will be in Capricorn on January the 11th. The new moon is when your attention is now clearly focused on Capricorn, ninth house matters. And that Capricorn new moon will remain influencing you till the next new moon in Aquarius, February the 9th. So the sun will leave Capricorn January the 20th and start drawing your attention to the 10th house of career matters, but that ninth house Capricorn energy will still be strongly in effect until the next new moon, February the 9th, plus Mars. Ambitious, assertive Mars is in Capricorn, which is actually the best sign for Capricorn or for Mars to transit. Because Mars can sometimes be too impatient and willful and irritable, but when it's in Capricorn once every 2 years, its exalted sign, it helps to control it and focus it and keep it grounded, helping Mars be so much more productive. And Mars enters into Capricorn, into your ninth house, January the 4th till February the 12th. So all this January up through the first 12 days because of the new moon, but also because of the Mars in that ninth house. Could be a great deal of this promoting yourself, going, more spiritual studies, religious studies for some of you. That's all the ninth house. But the ninth house could bring in legal matters. However, Mars is the fighter, and you would fight for your rights, and the Jupiter in Taurus would pretty much bring in protection and luck and success. Now, let's go back to Mercury had been retrograde the last couple of weeks of December. Decision-making, planning, nervous Mercury. But Mercury went direct in Sagittarius on January the 1st. And it will, so it's at a standstill January the 1st. So yes, it's moving in the right direction. It's no longer retrograde or backtracking or second guessing, but our mental faculties, Mercury, is at a standstill. So it's still slow. You still may not trust it, but where it's moving is much more favorable. But now the Mercury is in Sagittarius till the 13th in your 8th house. The 8th house can have a lot to do with shared values, joint ventures, taxes, credit, financial settlements. Has so much to do with what is on your mind, Mercury, with your finances and financial responsibilities. Venus, pleasure-seeking, benefic Venus, harmonious Venus, went into Sagittarius December the 29th, and it's there till January the 23rd. So certainly the first 13 days, negotiating, planning Mercury in the 8th of finance is being influenced by benefic, protective Venus, pleasurable Venus, diplomatic Venus. This could be very favorable for negotiating favorably business contracts. There could be an offer, maybe going into partnerships. There could be a favorable contract that you're negotiating and attracting, and especially that first 13 days. But after Mercury leaves Sagittarius in the 8th, then it's now going into the 9th, joining all these other, the Sun and Pluto and Mars in Capricorn. So now Mercury, business savvy, selling, planning Mercury is in joining Capricorn, and all your attention is on, could be on marketing, that's the 9th house. if you're doing any kind of online business, because the ninth house is also publishing in media, that you could be launching a new website, launching a major new email marketing campaign. That would be very favorable. I think a lot of people with the ninth house are really looking at getting more professional training, getting that degree to really enhance their future goals. And the sun will leave Capricorn, go into Aquarius on the 20th, the same time transformational obsessive Pluto moves out of Capricorn and moves into Aquarius. Now, that's a big shift, and Pluto can be these major compulsions. The sun is putting a real spotlight in Aquarius. Aquarius represents your career sector, as Aquarius is 10 signs past Taurus. The 10th is authority figures, government, visibility, but it puts a real emphasis on career and business. And with Pluto, could be part of a big turning point, a big shift in your job, in your career. There could be the beginnings of big career change, or that your career is finally opening up in powerful ways. You got little clues of it last year when Pluto briefly went into Aquarius, and now January the 20th, Pluto's in Aquarius till the end of August. But in this January the 20th for 4 weeks, the sun in Aquarius is really highlighting all this powerful change with transformational Pluto in your 10th house of careers. It could be a time when you are also could have power struggles, that's Pluto, with bosses or authority figures. But it could also be when you start coming into more leadership, more the big boss yourself. Now, this is part of the forecast where I like to examine how all these energies are impacting your body, your relationships, your business. Well, when we talk to health, the first house of the chart has a lot to describing the physical body. And here's Jupiter. Well, it's been there since last May 2023, but it's been retrograde the last several months. And now, as of as we're moving into January, it started to go direct on December the 30th. That Jupiter brings in growth, protection to the first house of the physical body. The only thing to be mindful of, Jupiter expands, and some of you could be gaining weight. But because of Mars, athletic, fiery Mars in Capricorn, in harmony with Taurus, because though they're both earth signs, you would be able to burn off all these calories. And you might be more inclined to be more physically active. But certainly Jupiter moving forwards through the end of May brings a lot of protection for the physical body. Relationships, I always start with Venus. Venus, the planet of love and union, being very social. Venus, as I said, is in Sagittarius, December the 29th till January the 23rd. Venus is usually in Sagittarius just once a year. Now, the 8th house, when it comes to love with Venus, the 8th house deals with intensity and intimacy, and so there's going to be a strong desire for a deeper, richer, more meaningful connection. And if you so in an existing relationship, you may have more of a desire for more intimacy. But if you're single and looking or just starting a new relationship with Venus in the 8th house, it can be a much more passionate time. Now, the full moon always brings a lot of emotions to a head or a time of closure. The new moon on January the 11th in your ninth, that I've already been focusing on, but the full moon is always 2 weeks after the new moon. The full moon will be in Leo on January the 25th. So that day before, the next couple of days after the 25th, because the full moon can be this reactive time, this emotional time for a couple of days, several days. But in Leo, Leo's 4 signs past Taurus. So fourth house is being really lit up and emphasized. The fourth house is your family, your living situation. It could even be with Venus, which is the ruling planet of Taurus. So it's this really benefic energy for you. The 8th house can also be dealing with financial gifts. And with the full moon in the 4th, it could be that family, for many of you, might be more open to lending you money, giving you money. But the 4th house also represents real estate. And if you were to sell real estate, that Venus in the 8th can be also these joint ventures and finance, and Venus is this benefic energy, so it could also be very favorable for making a profit. Now, in wrapping this up, because I've already spoke a great deal with business, I do think there's this major emphasis with 9th house, and in business, media, marketing, publishing, maybe doing a lot of business traveling, or anything dealing with legal matters with business that you would be protected. But with that Sun Pluto moving into your career sector on the same day, January the 20th, and especially for those next 4 weeks, there's a real spotlight on overhauling your career, maybe a new job, changing careers, or it could just be really taking the lead, becoming the boss. And with that Jupiter in Taurus till the end of May, it brings a lot of growth and opportunity and luck. I want to thank you for watching. If you like information on how to book an astrology reading, visit my website at gardino.go. Until next month, be safe and well.